left,
Okay.
and then one,
Thank you.
and then we'll stop, and then we'll have 10 minutes of Q&A. Sound ready?
Yeah.
Okay.
Talk fast.
All right, we have CGAD here with Chris this morning. So whenever you're ready, Chris.
Good morning, happy Good Friday. My name is Christopher Weidler. I'm the Vice President for CGAD, which stands for Spanish and Graduate, Spanish and English Graduates for Advancement and Development. If you don't know, we are based in the Department of Literature and Languages, and we're primarily made up of graduate students and the upper level undergraduate students with majors in Spanish and English. And we're primarily a professional development organization. Our goal in requesting SSF funds is to bring back the CGAD Interdisciplinary Symposium, which the last one that happened here on campus was in 2011. Our target date is well, this month next year, with the theme of transitions. The budget that we are requesting is $2,946. The bulk of which is for the keynote speaker, $1,500 for the stipend, travel, and lodging, as well as $585 for the conference items and favors, which include badge holders, badge papers, custom lanyards, pins, as well as advertising on campus. That way we can get an audience for this event. And we're also requesting $861 for various Sodexo items, which would include water and regular decaf coffee to be served during this conference, and banqueting for our reception and keynote speaker. There are tons of benefits of bringing back this interdisciplinary symposium. Not only does it line up with the Texas A&M University Commerce mission by providing affordable learning opportunities for diverse learners and to disseminate knowledge, but it also meets quite a few points on the 2015-2020 strategic plan for student success and scholarship. One of which is to promote undergraduate research and to increase regional conference activities, and to provide more student-driven scholarly products and activity. Without the aid of the SSF funds, I doubt the CGAD Interdisciplinary Symposium would take place. We've had a problem with funding in the past. Unfortunately, our only way to generate revenue at the moment is through the membership fees. And a lot of the costs for our professional development workshops comes at the expense of the officers. Bringing back CGAD Interdisciplinary Symposium will enable to generate some revenue through registration and perhaps advertisement and sponsorship. Do I have any questions?
Okay.
When I hear this, that you talk about professional development for grad students, are the students that attend, about how many are there?
Who are in CGAD, or?
How many will attend the event?
In the past, we've had 90 to 120 students participate in presenting the symposium, both local and international.
I want to ask this because it was professional development. Do you offer CEUs, like continuing education for educators or anything like that?
I imagine so. To be honest, I've never heard of that term.
Okay.
So I'm a bit ignorant.
Well, no, the term is a little bit confusing. If you're an educator in high school, Texas education, you have to have continuing education hours all the time. would this program, do you know, does this program offer CEUs, continuing education units?
I do not.
It sounds like it could.
Okay.
That might just be something that you guys put in, but,
You said that was CEU?
yeah, you could invite teachers,
Okay.
not to run your program.
For
it's
sure.
just an idea.
Ma'am.
I just have a question, because I'm not picking on you in particular. We have a whole bunch of people paying a whole lot of money for keynote speakers. Is there not someone local that could cost less, that you could get the same thing? I mean, do you know who you're planning on inviting, or?
I have two ideas in mind at the moment, one of which is an alumni who lives in Maryland, then another one of which there's a scholar that I know in Central Texas. So the $1,500, there's a rough estimate. And I have, when it comes to the budget, I have a tendency of shooting high, but aiming really low.
I thought that, the expenses for central grades.
Well, I've,
That's not speaking.
in the past year, working with the Mayo Review and CGAD, I found out that creative writers are more expensive than academics. And I believe, so we plan to host a venue in the Student Center, without having to pay rental fees, we're already cutting quite a few costs. Ma'am.
In 2011, do you know a rough estimate of how much revenue was brought in from this event through registration and other things?
Unfortunately, I do not, because those students who have hosted have since graduated. And it's, there's just no paperwork on it, unfortunately. Do you have a question, sir?
Yes. Do you receive any financial support for this event, or would you be able to through either the Department of Literature and Languages or the College of Humanities, Social Sciences, and the Arts?
At the moment, no, to the best of my knowledge. We do have a small fund laid out. We have an agency account. But as of right now, working on the membership and registration fees to help with the cost, and likewise we also plan to submit paperwork for a Texas Humanities grant to also help with the costs.
Any other questions for Chris and CGAD? No other questions? Okay, thank you, Chris.
Out of curiosity, Spanish and English graduates, are they mostly educators?
Yes. Our Spanish program has an emphasis in pedagogy, and likewise, so does our English program. That's the tradition of a teacher's college.
That CEUs would be awesome.
Draw.
It would probably,
Get
yeah.
some more people here.
Okay.
The people that had graduated.
All right, Chris, you're up for a Mayo Review now.
Yeah.
Thank you.